Oh, shit!
Gerald, I got Mantoids on my 6. Is the loaded potato gun ready and reloaded?
He says it's Dr. Lexo. GBD2, how are we looking, Doctor?
Potato cannon's ready to roll, Gerald. But stay on your toes. There's Charlie D'Amelio everywhere.
Hello, assholes!
You may be wondering how we got here. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit, but just in case Gerald and I were mixed up in some sort of intergalactic warfare, I made pre-recorded lessons for you guys, so we'll see you on the other side of this message. Hey there, kids. If you're seeing this right now, then that means that me and Gerald are dead. Just kidding, we're probably fine. Anyway, the name of today's episode is Perspective 3D and the Movie Mind, and we're gonna tell you all about what that means right now. So the last time that we talked about anything related to perspective, we were essentially just going over the basic fundamental bullshit. But with this, I'm gonna show you a few more examples of what you can make using perspective and drawing all kinds of really cool boxes. When you're looking at objects in 3 dimensions being width, height, and depth, and length, so I guess it should probably be 4, but it's not. I don't make the rules. Perspective is one of the main tools we use to show these dimensions in our art, so here are a few more examples of how to show that using basic one-point perspective. Again, the horizontal line in the middle is the horizon line, and the dot that all the lines vanish into is the vanishing point. The vanishing point being the vantage point of the viewer. But as you can see in these examples right here, you can kind of put the vanishing point wherever. I've seen examples before where these random blocks falling out of the air at random perspective points are like Jenga blocks falling once you pull the bottom peg out and the whole thing goes toppling over. A more elaborate example would be like David Lee Roth's teeth falling out of his head.
I think I'm starting to wrap my head around this stuff.
Hell yeah! You don't always have to use perspective grids, but it definitely helps to understand the fundamentals behind the process. A lot of the time, and that's why my art sucks, I just kind of eyeball the perspective and approximate it to what it needs to be. But when you spend more time practicing perspective, it's easier to eyeball those situations. In the example I'm drawing to the bottom left, you can see how that could easily be translated into an elaborate building, but the possibilities are endless.
So, spend some time with these 3D modeling apps, and afterwards, try visualizing your mind camera, moving around the objects in 3D space.
Oh yeah! So now we're gonna talk about 3D and the movie mind and exactly what that means. And if you don't see other people really talking about the movie mind, it's because I made that shit up. But it makes sense for me and hopefully it will for you too. One of the most revered artists in contemporary times is a guy named Kim Jung-gi from South Korea. When he draws, he describes his mind's eye being like a camera, and when he's thinking of how to draw things from different angles and perspectives, he visualizes his mind camera floating around the subject and looking at it from different angles until he lines up the shot he wants in his mind. Just like you're framing up a shot in a movie scene. To get a better understanding of what shots look good, you can just go on YouTube and look up your basic cinematography for beginner's guide. But the number one thing that's going to help you natively understand perspective is to get your brain to think in 3D. And one of the best exercises to help you do that is to spend some time using free online 3D modeling art reference software. This one right here is called Just Sketch Me, and you can find it if you just Google search Just Sketch Me. It's pretty easy to use. And you're able to move the digital model around and do whatever you want with it. Change the pose, change the position, and change the camera angle. But really pay attention to how the camera looks as it's moving around the model in 3D space. And try visualizing this when you're not looking at the model in your own time, so you can have a mental quick reference of how things should look in 3D. You can find this colorful, slim, good body wannabe at sketchfab.com. Oh, stop it, I like that. Another free 3D art modeling reference thingamabobber, but this one allows you to strip the human skin off and just look at all our insides. It also allows you to contemplate existence while floating in an endless void.
What is life? Where are my pawns?
On that note, let's check back in with us in the other dimension and make sure we haven't died.
Gerald, we got a Mantoid locked on. Brace for impact.
Looks like you could use a little help, Gerald.
Ulysses, there's Grant. Is that you?
You and Lexo get out of here. Me and the boys will keep them busy.
Thanks, General. We owe you one.
We got more Mantoids heading this way, Gerald. Look alive.
10-4, Lexo. Huh? GBD2, initialize ejection seat.
Are you sure about that, good buddy?
Message now!
All right, Godspeed, Tater Boy.
For here I am shitting in a tin can, far above my arse. think I just crapped my pants.
Buddy, they're peppering my ass good, but hear me out. You see that black hole over there? I'm gonna head straight for it.
All right, Lexo. It's risky, but we have no other choice.
All right, buddy, shit, I'm hit. Gerald, I'm going down. Mayday, mayday. Bam! Shit balls.